This is how I changed my specific person's behavior, and you can too. Because you can manifest the ideal version of your specific person and you can have him show up exactly the way you want him to. Nobody has free will in your reality. So this is how I changed my specific person's behavior from being cold and distant and feeling like he didn't care that much about me and he wasn't so invested in building a future with me or like in our relationship, to then being loving and caring, emotionally available, and really noticing all the small details that mattered to me. There was a lot of time in between where there was hot and cold, like one day he was hot and the next day he pulled away and became cold, and I just couldn't take it anymore because I started internalizing his behavior and I was asking myself like, what's wrong with me? What did I say or do wrong? So I was replaying our past conversations in my mind and I was over analyzing our text conversations because I was trying to find what the fuck went wrong. But here's what I realized. It was the way that I kept seeing him in my own mind that caused him to show up that way. Like in the beginning of our relationship, he was showing up more favorably. He was showing up as the way that I wanted him to, but then something changed. It was like the script just flipped and suddenly he became cold and distant and not the same person anymore. And it's just because the way that I saw him in my own mind, which I call the mental image of him, changed. Like a part of me was actually expecting him to act cold and distant, to not really care that much about me and not want a relationship with me. And the moment I changed this mental image within my own brain, like my subconscious mind, because you know that I'm always talking about the subconscious mind because that's the part of your brain that determines what you get in love. It determines the way that your specific person shows up for you and the treatment that you get from them. So the moment I changed this mental image of him, the moment I started expecting different things from him, I started expecting him to show up differently. I started expecting him to treat me differently because I no longer saw him as this version of him that was cold and distant towards me, that didn't love me that much, that didn't care about me that much. That's the moment he changed. That's the moment I manifested the ideal version of him. So the moment the internal image that I held of him changed within my own subconscious mind, that's the moment he changed the way that he showed up for me. He changed his behaviors and his actions towards me. And when you do this for yourself as well, I promise you that your specific person will become a changed man. You will wake up one day, look at him and be like, wait a second, is this the same person? Because I get everything I want from him. Like, he is so perfect right now. There's no more hot and cold behavior or whatever you're dealing with right now. If you want help with this and a step-by-step process on how to do this and like audios to actually change the mental image within the subconscious mind, then I invite you to join my advanced program called Change Your Specific Person that you should find at the top of my page, because this is where we dive deep into changing that mental image of your specific person.